Greetings, welcome to our channel. This is the Marriage Foundation. I'm Paul Friedman, I'm the founder. The topic today is my wife calls me names when we argue. We don't do things the way most people do. Because I used to be a divorce mediator, I got into helping marriages back in 2001 when a couple asked me to help them save their marriage. So we don't unpack things and look at why she calls you names and what you do in response. None of that ends up making any difference. What I discovered was that the focus needs to be on building the marriage. And you might say, but I've been married for 15 years, 20 years, and many of the people who take our courses have been married that long, longer or less. It doesn't matter because we're not taught how to be married. So you need to start pretty much from the beginning. And the beginning is, why did you get married in the first place? Before I get into this, I'm asking you politely, please like the video. Please subscribe. You'll be joining over 72,000 other subscribers. It really helps us get the word out. So you got married because you fell in love, but you wanted to be happy, happier than you were without your soulmate. And she married you for the same reason. But what happens is what happens to just about everybody. Why do you think there's such a high divorce rate? It's because we don't know how to be married. The bottom line is this: we don't do those things that contribute to the very reasons why we got married. Number one, happiness. You promised your wife to be that you would make her happy, but you didn't do that. She didn't do that either. This is not a blame thing. It's just a lack of education. Also, you wanted to experience love, the real McCoy, not emotional love that I love my car, I love skiing, I love motorcycling, these kind of things. We could love those, but those are emotional, they're fleeting. But when you feel that love that you felt for your soulmate, that was here in the heart. And it wasn't something that you could just ignore. It's overwhelming. It's not of the mind. We're not taught these things. We're not taught, for instance, that we don't have a soul, that we are the soul. And as the soul, we have a mind. And the mind has its place in the hierarchy of body, mind, and soul. But we don't learn this. So we don't realize that the mind is constantly interfering with our, as a soul, need, our craving for love. And so we just let it, because no one ever showed us how. And so this is what's happened. Our marriage is so broken down, usually within months, definitely within years, that we're not experiencing the marriage of our dreams. How do you reverse this? Because it doesn't do any good if I say, well, if she's calling you names when you argue, I would easily say, well, why are you arguing? Don't argue. And everyone today says, oh, no, arguing is natural. It is not natural. You are not supposed to be arguing. But how do you stop yourself? We're not taught. So you need to start learning how to be married. That's why it's so important to learn from us, because we actually have it down. We have the teachings of marriage. Now you can watch these videos. Hopefully you did subscribe when I said please. Now I'm not going to say please subscribe to the channel. And also, if you need more, go get our books. Get our courses if you need. Go to our website, download the free 10 Top Do's and Don'ts of Marriage. That's free. The books are not. The courses are not. But we do have enough free things. We also have articles. Learn how to be married the right way. Here's why. Not just to relieve the suffering you're going through now, that your wife calls you names. I mean, I could get into that. Anyone could get into that. The reasons are pretty obvious. It's not important though, because if you focus on doing what's right, then what's wrong doesn't have a chance to occur. You know, it's just like when you change your oil in your car, you're doing it so that the parts won't wear out, everything will be fine. Now, it's a little different because marriage is living, because you're living, your wife is living. So the changes will happen. They'll be better, they'll be great. You're supposed to have a blissful marriage. You're not supposed to have anything that is upsetting you in this way to this point. When you know how to run your marriage, you will have it all. That I promise you. So I'm so glad you stopped by. I want to see you again. I'm Paul Friedman. I founded the Marriage Foundation. God bless you. By the way, God bless your wife. She's great. She's perfect for you. God bless your children, and may everything work for you. Take care. See you again.